Hey guys, welcome to Griffo's Retro Gaming with me, Alex Griffiths. And today's video is about the Leeds Gaming Fair, which was on the 1st of February, only a few days ago, on the 1st of February, and it was at the Marriott Hotel. Now, I've never been to any of the gaming fairs before, only Doncaster, which is run by somebody else, I believe. I could be wrong there, but I believe it's run by somebody else. And that's the biggest in the UK. And the only other one that I'd been to was Geek Trader in Hull, which is typically around 30 to 35 traders. And this one in Leeds was the same, roughly. It was about the same sort of size. And Geek Trader has like an arcade area with loads of arcades for people to play on free play. And again, this was the same. The only issue was it was in 3 separate rooms, which was a bit... Well, it wasn't too bad. It just... I'd have preferred it all in one area, but even so, it was a great day, and I'll go through my pickups as well. But for now, here's the footage. And that's the footage from the fair. And yeah, it was really well set out, and the stalls were great. It was sensory overload like it is at every single event, and there was loads of rarities on offer and things like that. Now my pickups contain no rarities, unfortunately, but I'm quite happy with what I got, and I'll go through those in a moment. I just want to say though that I went to Leeds with the focus being on going to this gaming fair, but for me, the best part of the day was when I met up with a few other YouTubers, and I'd not met them before. I speak to them on YouTube quite a lot and Instagram, but I'd never met them, and I was I was really looking forward to meeting them finally. And I'd only met two, which was Sean from Retro Games Revived. I've got a little picture. And the other one was Eddie from RollerXCore. Again, a little picture. But there was also somebody else who I'd only seen one of his videos like a few days before going to this event, and that was Danester. And it was great to meet him as well. We had a little bit of a chin wag, and he's got a great channel as well. I've checked a couple of his videos out. He's done a video on this event as well, so pop over to that as well. Again, the link's in the description. But yeah, they're really welcoming, and that's what's great about this community. And it's good to not have people competing against you, and people want to help you and they want to accept you into their group, which is fantastic, and it's one of the best parts of YouTube by a mile. So I've rabbited on quite a lot, so I'll go through my pickups now. I did get pickup envy because Sean and Eddie got a lot better stuff than me. I obviously won't say what they got, but I did feel very inadequate, and yes, theirs were bigger than mine. But I'll go through what I got. I went with the purpose of getting PSP, Xbox 360 mainly. That's what I wanted, and as always, Game Boy. But I know how expensive Game Boy is, so I'd rather collect for the other systems, which are a bit cheaper. So the first game that I picked up was Final Fantasy Tactics. And yeah, I'll just move out the way of the camera there. So this is a bit different to the normal Final Fantasy games in the respect that it's a strategy RPG rather than like the JRPG. So this is like a tabletop game. You get so many moves, you have to move in a certain direction or whatever, and you can plan to attack, but you've only got certain like action moves, if you like. So it is very tabletop gaming, but it is fun as well, and it's a break from the norm with the normal Final Fantasy games. So yeah, I absolutely launched myself at it because I have played this before. I had it when I first had my PSP, and it was £6. So I'm happy to pay that. It's about £5 in CEX, but this is in lovely condition. So yeah, I ain't gonna moan over £1. And the second game that I got was another PSP title, and it's Lord of the Rings Tactics. Very similar to the Final Fantasy Tactics game that I got, but it's set in the Lord of the Rings universe. And I had this before, but I never played it. I got it late when I had my PSP, and then I got rid of the PSP. And yeah, I never got a chance to play it. I didn't buy it for a lot. I think it was only about £5 when I first bought it. But again, this is in good condition, and it was £3. It's £2 in CEX. Again, I'm happy with the condition, and I'm not going to moan over £1, to be honest. Okay, and the next game that I got was an Xbox game, and it's Blink's Time Sweeper. This was £3, I believe, which is what it is in CEX, or it's £2.50 in CEX. Again, you're only talking pennies, but it's a 3D action game, and Blinks was supposed to be the mascot for Xbox, but unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that way. But it is a fun game, so I've heard. I've never played it, but it does get good reviews and things like that. There is a second game as well. That's all complete. All the games I got today are complete, by the way. There you go. But yeah, it's one that I wanted because of the good reviews. You can only get it on the Xbox. Looking forward to getting stuck into that. I've a feeling my kids will enjoy playing that as well. And the last singular game that I got was a PSP title, and it was £2, I think. It wasn't a lot, and it's Transformers, the game. Now, again, I've never played it, but I thought, for £2, I wanna give it a go, especially seeing as I can play it at work. Yeah, I don't know anything about the game. I don't really like Transformers, but I've been watching Longview, who's a friend of the channel, and he played Transformers on the PlayStation 2, and it looked a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that if it's anything like the PS2 game. I don't know if it's based on the movie though, so it may be. The front cover looks very familiar. I don't know if it is the poster for the movie, but either way, hopefully it's a lot of fun. So next up is the bundles that I got, and there was a guy that was doing on his stall. There were all games that he was getting rid of out of his collection. He was selling up, he told me, and he had a lot of games, £2 each or 3 for 5, and there were some that were overpriced for £2, but the majority were underpriced for £2, which was great. So people were just digging in and getting absolutely tons of them. There was one guy who got to a special edition game before me, literally seconds. He just, and yeah, he had an absolute pile of 360 games. But I'm happy with what I got. My first bundle that I got is Xbox games, and I'd gone round a few times, and then I'd gone back to his store because the games were just such good value. So some of these, like I say, are overpriced at £2, but when you factor in the 3 for a fiver, it's pretty good. So the first game that I got is Legends of Wrestling 2. There we go, focuses. And I've got the first one. And this is a game that should be better than it actually is. Or the first one should be. I've not played the second. It's not by THQ, it's by Acclaim. And the last games that they did, I believe, was the WWF Attitude and Warzone. They might have done In Your House as well. And they were very arcadey, so you had to do button combinations to pull off moves. And yeah, the first game promised a lot of legends and you could recreate these dream matches, but it just didn't quite work like we wanted it to. Or not in my opinion. A lot of people do hold that opinion, but there's a lot of people that do like it. So this game features your typical legends, and it says it's got over 65, including Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Legend? Anyway, the game also features some British characters as well, which is great. So you got Big Daddy Giant Haystacks, Kendo Nagasaki, and Mick McManus on there. So, yeah, looking forward to playing that. It's supposed to be better, but we'll see. The second game is a game that I used to play on the PC years ago, and it's Commandos. Or this is Commandos 2. And it looks very similar to the PC game, very Command and Conquer-y, have your army, battle others, and yeah, it's got some good reviews, and you don't see it very often, which is why I really wanted to pick it up. I don't know if I've got the patience to be playing a game like that on the Xbox, but you know, I prefer them sort of games to have a mouse or, you know, keyboard as well. It's just quicker and easier. But yeah, I'll certainly give it a go, and hopefully it is as good as what I remember the first one to be like. And the final game in that little bundle is Splinter Cell. Now, I don't like the Splinter Cell games, but you know they are an absolute must. And this one on the Xbox is supposedly really good, but yeah, we'll see. So my final little bundle that I got off the same guy has 2 Xbox games and a PlayStation 4 game. And the first one is Shadow the Hedgehog. Come on, focus. There we go. Shadow the Hedgehog, which is supposedly awful. I've not played it. I've not played a lot of games, have I? But yeah, it's just for the collection, really. I've seen how the game plays and stuff like that in reviews and things, and I'm not desperate to play it, so I really don't want to ruin my perception of Sonic, to be honest. So, you know, I may give it a go, but it won't be high on my priority list. And I also got Punisher, which is a game that I've been looking for a bit. It's not overly expensive or rare, but it's supposedly fantastic, and it's based on a character. I don't know if it's a film or a comic book, but you play as a hero who's a bit of a maverick, so he's just cool and badass, and you get weapons, you beat people up, you can interrogate them in like really bad ways, which is great. So looking forward to playing that one, definitely. And the last game I got saved the day, essentially. And it was Eddie that suggested it. He said it's a really good game. I can imagine it is. And it's Family Guy on the PlayStation 3. So this, some of you may know, is an £8 game in CEX. And that's what saved the day, essentially. I got that for the £1 because I'd bought the Punisher and the what was the other game? Shadow the Hedgehog. I just needed one to round it up to a £5, and he saw this. So yeah, I mean, if I didn't want to play it, which I do, and I want to keep it because it's in nice condition as well, I could trade it in for £4 and get the money back off the other 2 games. So you know, really happy with that. Graphically, it looks great as well. It looks real cartoony, like the cartoon. You know, it's not like a awful step down or anything. So I'm a Family Guy fan, so hopefully this is everything I want it to be. And from there, we was going to play on the arcades, but we didn't get round to it. Sean from Retro Games Revived, he had his stepdaughter there, Jo. Hi Jo, if you're watching. And we was going to get Jo to film me and him playing a game, but it didn't quite work out like that. So we'd gone for something to eat, and we went into CEX there, which was really disappointing. Sean did pick something up from CEX. I don't know if he'll have it in his video, but I won't say just in case. And then we went to game. And Sean again picked a game up. I won't ruin it. And Eddie, RollerXCore, bullied me into getting the Bard's Tale, which I didn't pay $34.99 for it. It was $12.99, and I had some discount off on my card as well. I've been playing it, and I really like it. It's the art style in it is wonderful. It's you know, it's not incredible or anything like that. It's just really well thought out, I think. And the battle is a lot like the tactics game. So you take certain moves if needs be, or you can choose to strike and things like that. and it's really different from the other Bard's Tale game on the Xbox and PlayStation 2. But yeah, you can get there's a map in there as well. Sorry about the CD, that's Agalos. Um, so it's it's really good. I don't regret buying it, and I'm looking forward to playing it later on. So yeah, that was my day, and the fair was really good. I've got a few criticisms about it, but nothing major. Like when you go to Doncaster, you get all the big traders there, you know, the usual faces, and a lot of them weren't there at Leeds. But with a month to go to Doncaster, that's maybe why. And there was a lot of like merchandise tables, so people selling shirts and trinkets and stuff like that, which they weren't getting an awful lot of attention, put it that way. People do just go for the games, it seems. Some people might pick up certain things, but it's mainly the games that people want. So there are only two little criticisms. Overall, it was a great day, and yeah, I'd love to go again. So I'll be keeping my eyes open for the next event because I don't know when it is. And yeah, the next event I'll be going to is Doncaster on the 1st of March. So if you're there, come say hi and get some pictures. And, you know, I'd love to meet you. There'll be other YouTubers there as well that you might watch if you want to meet those as well. And I'm going to be looking for some better stuff because you've more chance of finding it in Doncaster. So I hope you liked the video, and thank you for your support. As always, it means so much to me. It's your support that keeps me going. And yeah, if you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you again very soon. I've got another video planned, which is a Billy Bullock one, so eyes peeled for that. It's I think it'll be good. I'm like constantly laughing as I'm writing the script, so yeah, hopefully it goes down well. But yeah, remember to subscribe and you'll get a notification once it's up. So yeah, I've rabbited on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.